So I'm at that age, bro, where everyone I know is getting married, and I'm not even close. Like, not even in the same universe of thinking about it. Because the other day, I was getting my mail and, going through the bills, coupons, and crap and whatnot. And I noticed I had a wedding invitation in the mail from somebody I went to high school with. And I just sat there like, damn, how are we already here? Because now every time when I open my phone, I see a lot of engagement, wedding, bachelorette party, bachelor party, 5 years together. And I'm just sitting there like, when did this happen? Like, I feel like I still just got out of school. Because in my head, I'm still just trying to figure everything out. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just trying to build a life and figure out what I actually want, where I want to be, what works for me and what doesn't. And then when I look up and other people are locking it in, some people are just settling down and getting kids, locking into their corporate jobs and everything. And it made me kind of think about, like, okay, so how did I end up where I'm at now? And I think the answer to that question is I left. I moved cities. I don't have that built in circle anymore. I don't have a default group of people, not a lot of familiar faces everywhere I go. So while a lot of people stayed and built relationships in the same environments, I basically chose to reset everything. And that's where it gets weird because it feels like there are two completely different realities happening at the same time. There's people settling down, people getting in long term relationships, people having the same friends, the same places, and whatnot. And then there's me just out here like meeting random ass people, doing random ass shit, just trying to stop myself from sitting at the crib scrolling all day. And I've made improvements on that. I'm going to random ass jet ski races on a Saturday, seeing random events. Like there's a F1 race I went to the other day, and I'm just kind of figuring it out at my own pace, but nothing really seems to stick for me anymore. And what I mean by that is it just feels like a lot of the girls that I meet, it never really seems to last. It kind of runs its course and that's that, and I got to restart. But I'm not jealous of any of these people that are locking it in and everything. And that's kind of the weird part. It's not like I'm sitting there like, man, I really wish that was me right now. It's more like I'm confused. Like, where do I actually fit into all this? Because logically, I know everybody moves at their own pace, everyone's on different timelines. But emotionally, that doesn't always hit the same. Because, like I said, it feels like I'm constantly starting over with people, with dating, with everything. Like, I'm still a social person. I can go out, I talk to people and meet people. But then the next day, it's just kind of gone and I've got to reset. And it's tough when I look over and I see a lot of other people building something that actually continues. And I don't know if I want to get married right now. That's the funniest part. It's not like I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, I'm really ready to lock it in. But there's still a weird pressure every time I see it, every time somebody posts it, every time I get invited to something, I feel it a little bit. Like, I subconsciously ask myself, am I behind? Even though I know I'm not. And it also gives me this thought, like, this sounds kind of messed up, but it feels like the dating pool is shrinking. Like every year, more people get taken off the board, more people are getting married and locked into something. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I hope there's something left for me. And I know that all this probably says a lot more about me than anything, because it's not like I don't want a relationship. I really do. I just haven't found anything that actually feels right that I want to continue with. And I'm not trying to just force something to feel like I'm caught up to everybody else. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about being in your 20s, because you can understand everything logically and you can tell yourself, I'm not behind, I'm doing my own thing, everyone's on their own path. But that doesn't always mean that you feel it, because you can know all of that and still feel behind sometimes. But what really messes with me is I don't really know where I land yet. There's no clear answer, no timeline, no certainty. And as humans, we really hate that. We hate not knowing. But I guess that's just kind of part of it. Some people lock it in early, some people take longer, and some of us build something for later. And I'm still building something. At least that's what I got to tell myself. I just don't really know what it looks like yet.